Welcome back to Dual-Sided. We're back in studio. I'm wearing sunglasses because I'm sick. I'm not an asshole. What's up with Aaron Rodgers, you say?
There's a bunch of stuff. We did a video, I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday, to report about the tweet that Adam Schefter put out, about Rodgers, turning down a 2-year extension that would have made him the highest paid player in the NFL, the whole league. He turned that down. Proof that it's not about the money, and it never has been. We were going to get ready to upload that, but, a few days later, Friday, really midnight almost, it was Friday night, Davante Adams, who is in his final year of his contract, he posted a picture of Jordan and Pippen up on his story. And guess who posted the same picture on their story?
I'm guessing Rodgers.
Yeah, Rodgers did the exact same thing, and this alluding to the Last Dance.
So Rodgers is Pippen in that situation.
Definitely Pippen. Yeah, right. This is alluding to the Last Dance. This honestly, this just proves that, both guys, they've realized that this is their final year together, not together, but their final run with the team, I guess. I do think that they could possibly join forces next year. But this is definitely this is the biggest, I guess, thing. It's not, Aaron Rodgers didn't say it himself, but the thing that he's done all offseason is put that, that photo up on his IG story. And then earlier that day on Friday, and I think Rappaport, he came out, or someone on NFL Network, they reported that, the Packers and Davante Adams, they were having talks about contract extensions, or an extension, and, that broke off. And, reportedly he was, the two aren't on good terms right now, or something along those terms. So, first you pissed off Aaron Rodgers, and, he wants out. Davante Adams, he said that he's not going to sit. He's going to play this season. I still say Rodgers plays this season after all this. Before I get to you, his fiance, Shailene Woodley, who isn't at all into sports at all, she retweeted a Stephen A. Smith clip, that I'll play right now.
The GOAT.
Schefter himself, and I was utterly disgusted. And it was not just at the Green Bay Packers, Molly and Max. It's at all of these NFL aficionados, people that we have working here at this network, people that we have that we see working on the NFL and beyond at other networks and what have you. All the people that have been connected with the National Football League, who's played in the National Football League, who walks around acting like they don't understand a damn thing that I'm saying. The bottom line is this. This is proof of what I've been talking about for months. It's not about football. It's not just about the money. It's not just, and it certainly isn't about football. The Green Bay Packers were 13-3 in back-to-back years under Matt LaFleur as the head coach. They went to back-to-back NFC championship games, which means they were a part of the Final Four for 2 consecutive years. What idiot out there would possibly think this is football? This is not about football. This is about the way that the Green Bay Packers have treated their star player. They have disregarded him. They have dismissed him. They have minimized him. They've disrespected him. And he said, bump y'all. Enough's enough. And to me, to watch and listen to people who are experts on the National Football League, who know football back and forth, who I'm proud to call colleagues, who have forgotten more football than I will ever know, but are prideful men who would speak eloquently and ad nauseum about the need, the zest, the craving for respect, to act like you can't comprehend what the hell Aaron Rodgers has been saying all of these months, this entire offseason, is beyond me. He doesn't want to be a part of the Packers.
And it cuts off there. He doesn't want to be a part of the Packers. Shailene Woodley, she retweeted that. Apparently, Shailene Woodley's mother I think she retweeted it or she's commented something along those lines. But you think Aaron Rodgers is trying to send a signal through his fiance right there?
Well, I mean,
Because Shailene Woodley is not a, she's stated, I think, in an interview, she's not she's never seen football.
well, if he didn't want, if he had the power to tell her to take that down, and it's still up, so I'm assuming he has.
Yeah, this was July 20th, and she retweeted it. It's pretty obvious. Aaron Rodgers, he wants out. Going back to this, after all this, and before I get to that again. Odds makers, I want to say at Superbook, it was a bunch of draft or odds makers, DraftKings, a bunch of those. They closed down a betting odd that over the NFC North. The Packers win total. But the first sports book to remove them was the Westgate Superbook, which obviously is the biggest one in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They've removed the odds of, I guess, the win totals because apparently they got a source told Darren Rovell, who's a comment, you've seen him on IG commenting everywhere. His an insider, I guess, with the analytical side or odds side. A source told him that odds maker inside the Superbook were told information about Rodgers possibly retiring. And, this is by an informant who has been right on other news before. So, this came out the same day, Friday. So it was pretty, for Packers fans, started off with Davante Adams, his contract stuff, and then comes this, and then obviously the post by Rodgers and Adams. Let me ask you: you think after all this, you still think you think he's done with Green Bay?
Yeah, still stand by my sword, stand by my statement.
Yeah, after all this, it definitely, started to change my mind a little bit, but I just don't, with Adams, Davante Adams, he's not gonna sit. If anything, the post on their story, the Last Dance, that's what it's alluding to. I take it as it's one final year together in Green Bay. Both of them know it. I do think Rodgers is gonna suit up this season, unless he retires. Which you think he's gonna retire or sit out? What's your prediction?
I think he has a better, possibly the higher chances to retire than play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's either because there was a opt-out date earlier. I want to say late June or early July. It was like a COVID opt-out where he would have gotten paid, or he would have gotten a significant amount of money if he had opted out. So and that would mean he wouldn't play this season. But obviously, if he sits out, he's gonna lose that money. I just don't see that happening. I do think he plays this season. Maybe this retirement stuff. Maybe Rodgers is pushing that out there to, force the Packers to trade him. This isn't the first time a Packers quarterback has threatened retirement. Brett Favre, he did it multiple times, and obviously he retired before. But I just don't see Rodgers doing that. He's 37, like I've said before. I don't see him retiring. I don't see him skipping a season. I do think he wants out of Green Bay. Teams like Las Vegas, the Raiders, the Broncos, obviously. Those are the two teams, even next year, I think are going to have enough to trade. And at that, the Raiders don't have enough to give. And I don't see what he would, find attractive about that, except, it's in Las Vegas. I'm still sticking to, what I've said all along. He's going to play this season, and this is going to be his final season. If anything, obviously that post on, his story, just confirms that, so they're probably going to come to an agreement. Rodgers is going to tell them, listen, I'm playing one final year, and then you're trading me to wherever I want. And reportedly, that's, where he wants to be is in Denver. Benjamin Albright, he's an insider to the team. He said that he knows for a fact that Denver's where he wants to be. And, it makes sense. Denver has a bunch of young weapons. I would have liked to see this trade go down earlier before the draft. Denver would just give up their, that pick that they took Patrick Surtain with, but obviously it's going to take a couple first-round picks and then a couple starters, which you think we can both agree with, it's worth giving up for MVP player in Aaron Rodgers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I stick with Rodgers is playing this final year in Green Bay. It'd be crazy if he retires. I just, that'd be insane, to be honest. I just don't see that happening. But, if, there's more news comes out, which definitely will, based on, the rate of stuff coming out right now, there's probably going to be news as this, video is uploaded. So, we'll stay up to date. We'll keep you guys updated. Follow us on social media down below at DUALSIGHTED. Subscribe, like, comments, and